The other day when we were doing a healing session and there were 2 of everything, 2 rashes, 2 buildings with mold, 2
ankles,
2 and 2 bodies with speech difficulties. What it was showing us is it's nothing whatsoever about the lives in question. What it's about is a larger pattern that's happening at a larger level.
This is true.
That it was showing us something about the big picture.
That's true.
Thank you for the answer.
Thank you.
What do I know? That's an important benefit of working with other clients.
This is true.
It actually does provide a benefit because we can see, look, these same patterns are playing out in all these other lives also who don't have these same goals, aren't living in this same way.
That's true.
And they're having the identical situations or much worse happening in their own lives. It's actually very useful.
Yeah.
Why do you ask? And also, which way is up? Like, what do we do about that poor gentleman whose guides are supposed to come in and rescue his original soul, who's being tortured in the back room by the body snatchers? And the poor gentleman, we understand how it is. You don't get a say when those body snatchers come in. There doesn't seem to be anything. We have not discovered anything that can be done to get the body snatcher out.
That's true.
So he's been body snatched by some mafioso who's torturing his original soul, and his guides are cowering, sending us messages.
That's true.
Rather than going to help, and it's their job to help. Go in, get that guy, get that soul out. Help that guy. Help him. And they're not doing it. They're afraid. What now? In order to no longer be a twisted monster. And that guy's big hope is that he'll die soon.
That's true.
But there's no way. That mafioso guy is going to keep him around as a feeding station for as long as is possible. He's likely to be one of those people who's 96 years old.
That's true.
Being kept alive in an Alzheimer's institute.
That's true.
I can't think of many less desirable outcomes.
No.
Why do you ask? And also which way is up? And we know that many people are completely upside down. They think up is the completely wrong way.
That's true.
Because their channels are hanging down, blown down there by the force of the collapse.
That's true.
And they're confused about that. That's not divine wind in the way that they're considering divine wind to be. It's something else.
That's true.
Why do you ask? And also which way is up?
Including the emissions.
Those Jays are just shouting at other people saying, do it, you do it, you do it, you fix the problem. Look, friends, everything is poison and no one is coming to help. What are each of us as individuals going to do to make it right? But now, in order to no longer be a twisted monster. Everywhere I look, I see presences hurting other presences.
That's true.
Everybody feeling their problems are the worst.
That's
that
true.
They can't possibly help anybody, and they're hurting. They're actively hurting others. But now, in order to no longer be a twisted monster, what now?
Correcting the errors for the week that ends this coming Saturday at midnight. Correcting the errors for the occupancy period that ends on May 26th. Correcting the errors for the year. Correcting the errors for the era of Ground Zero. And including the emissions for today, Wednesday, start to finish. Including the emissions for the week that ends this coming Saturday at midnight. including the emissions for the whole month of April, start to finish, including the emissions for the occupancy period that ends on May 26th, start to finish, including the emissions for the year of 2017, start to finish, wrapping the work, wrapping ourselves, siding up, siding up to the presences looking down on that highest audible voice straight up the Search for Truth central axis.